The night began without the faintest hint of trouble. Sophia had been invited to a friend's birthday party, and I decided to join her, expecting nothing more than a relaxed evening among familiar faces. The house was warm and bright, laughter echoing through every corner. Music played softly in the background, blending with easy conversation and the steady rhythm of clinking glasses. Everything felt effortless, light, alive. Sophia blended right in, radiant poise and effortlessly charming. She moved through the crowd with that natural grace of hers, greeting people, introducing me here and there. I kept mostly to myself, watching from the sidelines, content to let her enjoy the night. I trusted her completely, or at least I thought I did, until I began to notice her gaze drifting again and again toward one man. Lucas. I'd heard of him before, a name floating around in our social circle, but this was the first time I'd seen him in person. At first, I dismissed her attention toward him as harmless, but as the night wore on, something about their connection began to unsettle me. Her laughter around him seemed too easy, her touches too lingering, her body language telling truths her words didn't. The subtle brush of her hand against his arm, the way she leaned closer when he spoke, it wasn't casual, it was intentional. A tightness formed in my stomach. Still, I didn't react. Anger would only make a scene and give her a way to shift the blame. So I stayed calm, quiet, observant. Every look and word between them became another quiet note of confirmation. I knew there were better ways to make a point than raising my voice. When the moment came, I moved. Slowly, deliberately. Lucas was leaning in again, and I approached, pretending to glance at my phone as I closed the distance between us. I stepped into their small circle with a casual air that was anything but accidental. The atmosphere shifted immediately. Lucas noticed first. His grin faltered. Sophia turned mid-laugh, her smile fading, color draining from her face as realization hit. "Hey," I said evenly, extending my hand toward him. "We haven't met. I'm her husband." The effect was instant. The room fell silent. Conversation stopped mid-sentence. Laughter evaporated. And for a charged heartbeat, every eye turned our way. Sophia froze, her hand halfway to her drink. Lucas stammered, caught completely off guard. She tried to laugh it off, to touch my arm lightly in some attempt to recover. But the damage was already done. "Let's step outside," I said quietly. My voice carried no anger, just certainty. She hesitated, then followed. Behind us, the hush in the room felt louder than any argument could have been. Outside, under the cool night air, I faced her calmly. "Do you understand how inappropriate that was?" I asked. Her excuses came thin and trembling, guilt laced through every syllable. I didn't interrupt. I didn't have to. My calm said everything. She knew exactly what I'd seen and exactly what it meant. In the days after, something in her changed. She became more careful, more deliberate in how she carried herself. Lucas vanished from her world entirely. The memory of that night lingered, a quiet warning carved in her mind. There had been no shouting, no scene, no storm, just a sharp, clear reminder of boundaries and respect. Looking back, I realized something lasting. Real power doesn't always come from anger. Sometimes it comes from restraint, from timing, from control. That night, calm exposure spoke louder than rage ever could, and she never forgot it.